So you see that circular fitting. That water cannon turns on at the top of every hour. Right at the top of the hour, it shoots an arch of water 15 stories tall that reaches almost completely across the river, and then it turns off after 5 minutes. So it's like a clock. The area on the right here is a development known as Cityfront Center, mostly residences here. And it was begun in the 80s. Up until the 80s, there were factories here. And right on the site was where the Curtis Candy Factory was. And for many years, they made Baby Ruth and Butterfinger candy bars there. That's now occupied by the Sheraton Hotel, which is what we see here on the right. It's a very large hotel. You see it there beyond the end of the bridge. Black glass and these vertical bands of limestone. It's a 1989 building by Skimmer, Owings & Merrill. So this is where the NBC affiliate for Chicago is. And they wanted their building in Chicago to resemble NBC's headquarters in New York, which is 30 Rock, or the RCA building. So this building has a very similar profile with the stepping back and the very vertical Art Deco sort of articulation. A couple of blocks away, if you look at over the tops of the trees, you'll see a building with a yellow onion dome up there. That is the Hotel Intercontinental. The onion dome, at the very top of the dome, it was designed originally, this building is from 1930, to have a mooring mast for dirigibles or blimps to dock up to the top of the building, but that was never tried out to see if it would work. This short building on the right is the Gleacher Center. That's the Graduate School of Business for the University of Chicago. Built that in 1993. Dirk Lohan was the architect. Now, the University of Chicago's main campus is located about 7 miles to the south of us in Hyde Park neighborhood. It's a very prestigious university, and they're known for their Nobel Prize winners that have come from there, over 90, many of those in the field of economics. So here we have the Apple Store one more time on the right. If you look behind it, you'll see the landmark Tribune Tower, built in 1925. So there you can see the building setting back there a bit. So the Tribune newspaper had an international design competition for this building. They received 250 designs by architects from around the world, and they selected this one as their favorite by New York architects Hood and Howells. It's a mix of Gothic architecture, church-like forms at the top and bottom, and Art Deco in the middle. Now, the Tribune newspaper was in this building from 1925 until 2 months ago. They've moved out. The building is now being converted into condominiums over the next couple of years. The last building that we're going to see this afternoon on the right here is the very ornate and wonderful Wrigley building from 1923. It was built for the William Wrigley Chewing Gum Company as their headquarters. It's by Grand Magazine Probst and White. It's in a Spanish Renaissance Revival style. The clock tower is modeled after the Giraldi Cathedral Tower in Seville, Spain. The white material terracotta here, you can see all that ornamentation on it, and it's actually in 6 different shades of white. It's darkest white at the bottom, and it gets lighter progressively as you look up from the lake. It's the yellow limestone building that has the crane at the top. When that building is complete, in several months, that's going to be the tallest all-residential building in the city. It's called One Bennett Park by Robert A. and Stern Architects. More residential buildings.